Hi guys, how are you doing? So 5 months ago I made a video about this specific razor where I removed the rust, the oxidation and polished the blade and also the scales. I was probably a bit too lazy to hone it directly after that and I finally did it. So here's the razor. It's a very funky razor. There is no name whatsoever, so I still do not know what kind of razor it is, what brand. It's a 6/8. It's faux frame back. Really like the shape of the blade. The scale is also interesting because on one end it's brown and on the other end it's black. Now, as you can see, probably not, I will show you with the flat stone, there is a kind of a curved in the middle of the blade. You see here, you see the gap. So we will need to correct that to make sure that we have a perfectly flat blade. Of course, it's not sharp anymore. And here is what the bevel, if we can call it like this, looks like. So it's completely blunt. The good news is there is no more rust or oxidation, and it's a healthy steel. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is to protect our spine with my favorite Scotch tape. All right, and we're gonna put a bit of Sharpie also on the bevel to see if it's not curved or warped. We're gonna use the Diamond Stone Atoma 600 to recreate this bevel and make it flatter. All right, first let's check that the blade is perfectly flat. No surprise in geometry. Alright, so the Sharpie is gone evenly, perfectly evenly actually, so that's good news. We won't have to play too much with the wrist. Now, to correct this curve that we have, we need to spend quite some time on the Atoma. And we need to, a good way to do it is to increase the angle and not have the blade flat on the stone as we would do usually. You see, up like this, not too much because you might break the steel, just like this. Now, that will, by doing that, that will create an issue with the bevel and the edge angle that I will talk about later on. But it goes quicker, that's it. Okay, now we have a perfectly flat bevel, which is good. And here is, under the microscope, the first bevel. Now, if you look well, you can see that the bevel has two different colors. Like at the very tip, it wasn't done properly, but I decided to still continue with the following progression, going with the Naniva 1K. And that will probably be a mistake. We'll talk about it later on. Then I use the 5K Shapton. And after the 5K Shapton, I use my favorite JNAT, the Nakayama LV5++, with the different Anasano Nagura stones, the Tenju that you can see here, the Mejiro that you can see here, the Koma, the Last Asano Nagura, and finally I used Tomo Nagura Nakayama. Now, as you can see, it's exactly the same color as my base stone. Very similar stone. All was done like this, but remember what I said about the bevel. There was a different coloring at the top of the bevel, which means a different angle that was done. And because of that, that created an issue. Because even though I was doing the progression as I should have, here is the final edge. So it looks good at first. Very smooth, very uniform. And here, look on the top, you can see the black. That means the angle is different, meaning that the slurry and the stones were not touching properly to the very edge of the blade. What happened then? That's because I used a higher angle at the beginning. Now, I had a test shave and it was horrible. I couldn't shave with it. So I lost 45 minutes and an hour of my time because I was too lazy to spend enough time to create a proper bevel at the proper angle. It's okay to use a higher angle, but then you need to spend a lot of time to redo it, to make sure that there is no difference in angle. After this shave, you see, I had to go back on the stone, restart from the very scratch, and spend half an hour on the diamond stone to remake a perfect bevel with a very solid and even angle. Now you can see the last edge. And you see there's no more black line at the top because the angle is exactly the same all along the blade. And I had after that an amazing shave that you can see with this soap here. So be careful, make sure that your angle is correct and do not go into your progression with stones if it's not. Don't be lazy like me. Having the right angle will ensure a smooth shave. Hope you liked the video. Bye guys, talk to you soon.